All right, Marcellus.
Yes.
Start with you. Is Lamar Jackson on the verge of becoming the biggest star in American sports?
No. And you know I love me some Lamar Jackson. What was that, 600 words, that Whitlock, 700 words, whatever it may be? Didn't once mention that I predicted all this was going to happen. Remember those days of talking about Lamar Jackson, saying he's the rock star. He's the one. He has the it factor of all these young, great quarterbacks. But is he on the verge of being the biggest star in sports? Hell no. That star power has to materialize. And when we talk about the gap, the disparity of where he is right now, and what's at the top, which I would say is LeBron James, the king, we're talking about global equity. We're talking about that monetizing and materializing. Lamar Jackson, as great as he is, doesn't even have a commercial yet, no? Does he even have a signature shoe yet, no? And when you're a rookie in the NFL, one thing that comes with you is the hype machine. And I witnessed this many a times. When you look at #1 jersey sales, top jersey sales, it's only 2 people on that list. Bona fide, proven veterans and the next sensation, rookies. And right now, Lamar Jackson is on the rise, but there's such a wide gap between where he is and at the top.
I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to say, based upon the perfection of how to market and brand and surround and uplift and empower the type of stars that have come through Baltimore. Credit Ray Lewis for creating an image in an environment where you could say probably the market would not be able to support saying the biggest athlete in all of America. I don't think he needs global brand awareness to be the biggest star in American sports, for one. For two, again,
Really?
No, I don't, because it's just here. I mean, it doesn't matter if abroad people are buying into
You don't
him.
think the China connection with LeBron, the China connection for Kobe, allowed them to become the biggest domestic stars as well?
No, I don't. I don't, because I can't base. I've never been to some of those places you're bringing up, so I can't base.
The money has.
I can't
I'll tell
base
you, the
how
money has, man.
I can't base how I feel about those players off of foreign countries. But what I will say is that if there is one place, and the reason why I brought up Ray is if there's one place that understands how to take that process of, we have someone special here, let's get behind it. I mean, from his dance, right? Like, it started off just coming out and doing the dance, right? They had grass. He pick up the grass, do it. They went to field turf. They still gave that man a patch of grass to come out. They added the pyromaniacs added the fire to it. They had all of the
arches,
everything happened when Ray. So it takes having a supporting system to be able to, it's not just your play, it's how they build your brand. And I think he's in the right market to make a push or make a run for it.
Well, I agree with both of you. I think that for sure, you said LeBron James, he's the biggest sports figure right now, no doubt.
Yeah.
But you know, in the National Football League, I think he's the biggest star in the National Football League right now because he's the hottest story. One thing is, you're talking about a shoe deal. Most football players don't have shoe deals. It's rare. I mean, it happens. OBJ might have one, but it's rare. I mean, that's basketball. We're going to walk around with cleats on? No, we're not.
Right.
But I'd have to say that he's exciting to watch, but is he the big... If he was in L.A., possibly.
Oh, no, here we go. Market side. Hold on, wait, how old are you?
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
If he was in L.A., possibly. If he was in Chicago. I'm talking about for big markets.
Man, stop. This world is this small. It's called your phone, man.
Man, look, you played in San Diego. Just sit on that.
I know it. I'm saying the biggest star.
You know, if he played in New York, Chicago, it's possible. It's possible he would be maybe... You could say he's a big star. He's the biggest star. But in sports right now, it's about the L.A. Lakers. But in football...
No. That's a myth that's promoted over social media.
Anyway...
The NBA ratings are going in the toilet, and y'all still talking about LeBron James, but go ahead.
Can I finish? For his football, I think he's the biggest star in football.
Okay, so here the guy is. He's playing the #1 position in all of sports. It is quarterback is the position of all positions. The NFL dwarfs all other sports. You go look at the NBA, go look at their ratings and how they're going in the tank. The NFL's ratings are going up. This dude, when I LeBron James, and then at one time he carried that torch. I would stop whatever I was doing to watch LeBron James. That's past. That's no longer the case. Tiger Woods, I still stop whatever I'm doing, but the passion isn't as strong. This Lamar, and again, I'm reducing it all to me, but I'm just telling you, the way my phone goes off when Lamar Jackson's playing reminds me of the way my phone would go off when LeBron was at his peak.
Or LaVar.
When Tiger Woods.
That's what you want to say.
When Tiger Woods was at his peak.
Penn State, LaVar.
When my mother and just people that really aren't the hugest sports fan are texting me about Lamar Jackson, that's why I'm saying I think this kid has a chance. He plays the game in such a unique fashion. And again, I don't, blowouts, for me, I lose interest. This dude, I was sitting there like, I couldn't take my eyes off of him. I think there's something here. And that one, I say this later in the show, but I think one of the reasons why Roger Goodell was so confident talking about Colin Kaepernick, we moved on, is because like, man, we are riding the greatest thing in sports here with this Lamar Jackson kid, and we're going to ride this till the wheels fall off. I think the NFL is going to jump behind Lamar Jackson because he represents a lot of great things that are consistent with the values of the NFL and football.
Look, he's the most captivating player in all of sports right now, but that doesn't mean he's going to be the biggest star or he is on the verge of being the biggest star. I think that climb still has to be materialized. I will say that the energy you're talking about is because he's new and he's next. But if you talk about who's the biggest star now, that's why you're not getting those same amount of texts over LeBron, because we did that for LeBron already. Now we're in another phase for a new star who's on his way up. The only game I went to this year, it was actually two, but it was the first one, I should say, was the Baltimore Ravens playing the Rams. Now, a lot of people were up giving me high fives when I walked in that stadium, like, oh, you're a Rams fan? No. I'm here to see Lamar Jackson in L.A. And it's amazing what you're talking about, that energy. The fundamental reason I think that Lamar Jackson is next is because he allows us to see what's at the core of sports, which is insane ability, like next level talents. And that's what is freak of nature ability is how we vicariously live through our television screens and look on that field and say, I can't do that. And when you can say that, that guy is captivating. But when we say biggest star, man, he's not even the biggest star in the sport. OBJ is still a bigger star than him. And if you don't believe me, okay,
no, it's true.
Go around him. Put them together in a room and watch that.
But I will say this.
Right now,
the reason why I'll say, again, I'll continue to say he's on the verge is because of social media and because of the things that you can create with the brand that Lamar is creating.
I don't want to cut you off, but that's where social media is so inauthentic that anything built off of social media, it's not real. And that's where, and again, OBJ's got a great social media following, Antonio Brown, but are they, do people sit around and go, oh, my God, I can't wait to watch OBJ play? Now, would they can't wait to go watch him warm up?
That phase.
Can they go wait to watch him warm up?
Everyone goes through this phase.
OBJ
had that phase.
If social media is used correctly, it can be the catalyst of why he could transcend and achieve what it is that you're saying. Look at it like this. If Lamar Jackson is that Popeye's chicken sandwich, right? Then now he has the opportunity to become that mega star. And I'm going to tell you why, right? Because it's all about guerrilla marketing. Sometimes the best marketing is the guerrilla marketing. You put that Popeye's chicken, they put that Popeye's chicken on social media so much by the time that thing
it ain't social media.
Everybody
the chicken sandwich is that damn good.
It takes
and so is Lamar Jackson.
I ain't never had it, but I want one.
I ain't had it either.
But Lamar Jackson,
I ain't gonna have it either.
It's the premise of the pathway that I'm speaking of here. That's all.
You know the thing is that we are all, not all, but some people are so quick. That's one thing that first frustrates me when I watch analysts. Oh, he's a great one. He's the next star. That doesn't make him, because he had a good game or a good week or 5 good games.
Or even a season.
A season. All of a sudden, he's a great one. That comes in time. That's in time. Last year, who was that guy? Who we talking about? Mahomes. You know how to mention everybody was on Mahomes, all over Mahomes.
He got injured this year. Ain't nothing changed for Mahomes.
But still, Mahomes still a great player. Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's always funny how all of a sudden, oh, he's great. He's great. I'm like,
When you're about to run away with the MVP trophy the way he is, but very few guys do that. Very few.
I like him. First of all, I was on it from the beginning. Now, thank you. So from the beginning. But I just feel like we're so quick to say, is this the next guy? Is he the next that? Is he that?
It's the job, man.
I agree. I agree with that. I like to call him good, not great.
Yeah, that's the leap he's talking about. Why take the LaVar leap until he's the biggest star in sports versus he's just damn good?
Right, he's just damn
that's
good.
That's a great point. And I don't want to move the goalposts on this, but you brought up Mahomes. Is Lamar Jackson's stardom as big if Mahomes is healthy and is playing the type of football he was playing last year?
It's a different style. Yeah.
Okay, now if that is the case, then you'd have to say he really is truly on the verge of being that mega star, right?
But Mahomes is not a mega star yet. So on the verge of being Mahomes, who is not a mega star, yeah, I agree with that. I'm gonna give you one quick story. I was on air and we were talking about J.J. Watt after his first 5 seasons, and people were like, he may be the greatest defensive lineman ever. And I was like, look, he's on pace to doing something like that. I got a text from a Hall of Famer who played D-line and said, holla at me in 10 years if he keeps this up.
And that was Bruce.
Bruce Smith.
Yeah,
we all know who it was. I know what it was.
Hey, wait a minute. Hit me out when it gets closer to 200.
But my point is, 3 of the next 4 seasons, injuries.
Yeah.
And then we're not talking about J.J. Watt in that same light. We're saying, is he a Hall of Famer? But we're not saying
is he
best.
Well,
we're not questioning whether he's a Hall of Famer. The guy's 3-time defensive player of the year. Yeah, and so I think that's probably.
But is that the same as greatest ever?
No.
That ain't 200 sacks
biggest
either.
star?
No. I get it, but he certainly was on track, and then injuries and situations happened. He was on track, and then injuries and situations happen, but we can't deny the fact that for a moment, J.J. Watt looked like Reggie White's white son.
But who's to say we don't end up being in that same place with Lamar Jackson?
Mike.
He took a little shot last night, but he took it.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.